Okay, today we are back with another pair of Nikes. These are the Nike Joyride Run Flyknits. Let's talk about these and go for a run. Stay tuned. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the vlog. Today we are reviewing and running with the Nikes Joyride Run Flyknit. Check these out. Nice blue. These are a new shoe with some new technology. This is like their first foray into a customized feel apparently for Nike. So first, let's get into some specifications here. Looking at the upper, we have this is a Flyknit, so there's a Flyknit upper to this. Although I don't see any wires in here, but it's a Flyknit upper. It's a very, it's a engineered mesh upper. And I get closer to show you what this looks like. It is a very thick upper. It doesn't feel very breathable at all. It does have this booty, interior booty to it. So it looks like you almost wear it without socks. It's got a heel loop here to help get the shoe on. It has a mono tongue, so it's just got a tongue that's part of the shoe. There's no separate tongue here. It feels like it's a Lycra tongue, so it feels very smooth here. Got a nice collar here for a very snug fit. It's got a standard lacing system, straight up the middle, not an asymmetric one like in the Nike Next percent. And it's got a little toe here area here to help reinforce the toe for durability. So that's the upper. Going to the midsole, we have the Nike React foam here, but that's not the important part of this. It is down here. It is with these little balls, and we'll get a closer shot of that in a second. But before we get to talk about little balls inside the shoe here, this midsole has a 3mm offset heel to toe difference. So it's, I believe, 21 millimeters in heel, 18 or so in the forefoot. So 3mm, which is a very small amount of drop, especially for Nike. Nike loves having their 8mm and 10mm drops. This is a 3mm drop. You can look at the other side here. There's no foot bridge for anybody that needs arch support. There is a tougher material along here, so it's a little harder material, kind of as a guide, kind of. And so yeah, so getting into the outsole here, we have some durable rubber areas in the strategic areas to keep it durable. But going back here, we have a bunch of little balls in here, and I'll zoom in on that. And these are a bunch of TFE, I believe. These are basically foam balls, and they conform to your foot shape and help provide cushioning for when you're running. And there's also air in here as well, so you can feel a little bit of air, feel a little bit of the TFE balls, and maybe it's TPE. I'll put the right letters down below. But these are full of foam balls. They're also in the forefoot as well, so you can kind of see that as well here. So they have them in forefoot and have them in the heel, and you can see it in this little window here very clearly, the little balls. And yeah, so it's supposed to give you a nice comfortable run. What are these shoes meant for? Well, before I get to that, the weight of the shoe, I'm not sure what the weight is. They feel fairly heavy. I would say 10 ounces or more. I was not able to find the exact weight, so I'll have to figure that out and let you know what the weight is, but they feel kind of heavy. Are these racing shoes? Heck no. These are slow running shoes. So we've been doing a lot of reviews on racing flats and racing shoes and really light shoes. These are the opposite. These are very heavy, in my opinion. These are meant for recovery days. So if you just ran a race the day before and you're coming from a marathon, you had a long, hard workout the day before, these are supposed to help you recover better and feel very soft and cushiony. So we're gonna get that a shot. We're gonna head out. We're gonna do our 4-mile run. We're gonna start out nice and slow, and then we're gonna find some areas and do a little bit of speed, get down to 6-minute mile pace, and see if these shoes can handle a 5-minute mile pace for a little bit. Let's see if I can handle a 5-minute mile pace for a little bit. We've been traveling a lot the last couple days, and yeah, my back's tired, legs are tired from sitting a whole lot, so we'll see how that goes. Anyway, just trying to read here one more time. The Nike Joyride Run. So has a conforming cushioning system in there, as it says on the insole here on the arch. So anyway, let's take them out. Let's go for a run, and let's get back. I'll tell you what my impressions are after a 4-mile run in these shoes. Let's roll. right, well, that's gonna wrap it up for today. 4 miles easy-ish, kind of, with some efforts in there. Nice, decent run. Feeling a little tired from traveling, but enough about that. Let's talk about how the shoes felt. My first impression, my first thought was that they are warm. As I thought, the upper is pretty thick. It's got that booty around the back, and it's got that one-piece tongue and a booty, and it's got the engineered mesh, but it's very thick in my opinion. And my feet are pretty much on fire, and they were very warm during the run. That's one thing I noticed, definitely, was that they were very warm. Also, what else about them? They felt pretty snug. They feel like they're a little on the smaller side. I wear a size 9, and my toe is up against them right now. So they're not, I can't say they're too small, but they're just to that point of being too small for me. So just take that into account if you looking to get these shoes. They may stretch since it's a fabric upper. The fabric may stretch a little bit, but they felt a little snug. They felt pretty good though, for the most part. I want to talk about the cushioning last. I did have some irritation on my left heel. There's like a little collar that goes around the heel, kind of keeps things nice and snug, and I'm feeling it right on my heel, just below my Achilles tendon. I'm feeling a little bit of irritation in the left foot. Right foot is fine. So if you have an issue with your heels rubbing on shoes a lot, this could be a problem. But these are, like, I kept running, I kept thinking about what I was gonna say about the shoes, and the word interesting keeps coming up, and I was like, oh, these are interesting, these feel interesting. And I'm not sure if that's good or bad, it's just different. I can definitely feel the cushioning, so let's get to that. I can feel the cushioning in the heel a lot. It's pretty good. It's good cushioning in the heel. If you're a heel striker, and I tend to be that, I try not to be that, but I do feel cushioning in the heel. I don't feel as much cushioning in the forefoot, but it does have some good cushion. I do like that there's 3 millimeters of drop. I'm not sure if that's such a good thing for a recovery running day shoe, but I like 3. It's good. 3's good, 5's good. So I did like that. I did feel less cushioning in the forefoot, and then the feel of the road. So with Hoka's, you don't feel the road really at all. Some other Nikes, like the racing shoes, sometimes like the Vaporfly, you don't feel the road a whole lot. These shoes, I could feel rocks, cracks. Definitely standing here, I could feel like the truncated domes of handicap ramps. What are those things? These. So I can feel my feet. I can feel my feet on those little domes for the handicap ramps. I can feel them on cracks, obviously, and some stones. So it's not like it's a real thick and durable and solid foam material. So it does have a lot of flexibility and give, and you do feel the road a bit. It didn't bother me. It wasn't like the racing flats I tried out the other day. It didn't bother me too much. But yeah, definitely interesting. I'm gonna keep running these shoes a little bit more over the next couple of weeks, and I'll probably end up giving another review on them. But so far, yeah, they're interesting. I don't hate them. They're not the greatest in the world, but they're not bad either. So I'm gonna give them some more try. And oh, I knew I wanted to talk about speed. So yeah, as advertised, these are pretty slow shoes. There is no energy return. There's no pop really. These are just for plodding around. There's recovery days, running slow, like an easy day. That's what these shoes are for, definitely. I would not try racing in these shoes. I'm not sure how a long run would be in these shoes, but these are not fast shoes. I was able to get to the 5:10 pace, but they didn't feel like they were helping me any. It was all me doing it. There was no help from the shoes at all. So I want to talk about that. Also, I want to talk about the price, since I forgot to mention that. $150 from Nike.com. So it's a kind of expensive shoe, not crazy, but it's a little up there. So yeah, usually $100, $115, $120. That's a typical for a decent shoe, I would say. 150s are a little expensive, but they're not any Nike Vaporflies or Next Percents. They're not $250 or more. So you have that at least. Anyway, that's me about it. Stay tuned to the channel. I'll keep running these shoes, give a more in-depth review on them. And yeah, I don't hate them. They're pretty nice. So give a thumbs up on the video. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think about these if you have them. Let me know what other shoes you want me to review. I will review them. Just leave a comment down below. And subscribe if you haven't subscribed. And I'd love to see you guys every week, hopefully, doing reviews and runs, that kind of thing. We got some races coming up. We got some training, fall training to get ready for. So yeah, stay tuned for all that. And until next time, peace.